I want to start this off by saying thank you. Thank you for believing that we could do this. I know for teenagers, we all know what we have done to disappoint others. We see the mistakes we have made, but we are scared. Scared of that word called change. Change is hard for people to accept, but it is also a way of life. Wherever you go and whatever you do, change will always follow. We came here with the mindset to find ourselves, but life is not about finding ourselves. Life is about creating ourselves. Now we are here. We are proud to say that we have created ourselves. It wasn't easy to find and create ourselves. We had to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, then do it all over again. All of those cuts and bruises made the proud young men and women you see here today. I want to bring you back to a time that seems so far away now. Do you remember that piece of paper that you held in your hands? The more you read it, the more you cried, not sure you were doing the right thing. It was a small letter that means so much to you. It was your parents telling you how much they love and care about you and how proud that you are taking a step in the right direction. Everyone around you were all strangers, and most were crying. Do you remember that day? I know most of us just wanted to tell our parents that we love them too. The cadre were hard and the no talking wasn't fun. The stand here and do that wasn't fun either. But look at you now, right face, and you'll do it just like that. Going through this time, 22 weeks, I realized that 22 is my lucky number because 22 has changed my life. 22 assigned, 22 present, 22 graduated. Some of us will go home and keep long-term friends, the ones that helped you up when the climb was so high and so tough that you felt like you couldn't do anymore. They stuck by your side. The cadre calls them battle buddies. We now call them family because family comes first, and this academy will always be home to me in my heart. Growing up was hard. I was born into a family with very bad drug addictions. My mom went to prison when I was 3 because she had a need, and sadly, that need was not me. My dad had it hard too. He had a monster. He was different about it. No matter what happened, I always had food in my stomach and a warm place to lay my head. My dad loves me unconditionally, like every parent should to their kid. We always moved because my dad could not stay in one spot. I'm proud to say that my dad became sober when I was about 13. That is also when change began. He changed for the better, but that was also asking me to change. I didn't like that because I was not ready to change. We moved to a small town and lived there for about 4 years. I got into drugs pretty bad, and I also started getting into trouble with the police. I always got off with a warning, so I would do it over and over again, believing I wouldn't get anything that was worse than a warning. I started fighting with my dad, and our trust relationship was torn apart. I started hating the person I was becoming. I heard about IDYCA about a year ago. That was when I was going to come, but I was scared. Scared about what they offered. They offered change with care and a second chance. I didn't go. I moved out of home with that thought, I'll show you, but life kicked me down, and I fell through the cracks. The second time it came around, I was more willing to embrace the change. I was more willing to accept the change. Now I'm here embracing the changes I have made. Everyone has a monster and everyone has a past, but yesterday was yesterday. The only person you have to worry about at the end of the day is yourself. So if you can look in the mirror and proudly say that you gave 110% and did all that you could do, a perfect effort, then show the world the person you really are now. Don't settle for good enough. Push for success. Remember that life is hard, and when you go home, you will fall through those cracks. Take all that we have learned here and use it there. Remember the person that stood beside you, because the cadre and your battle buddies truly care. When you leave here today, say how you feel, tell them thank you, and really mean it. To the squadron, let's show them we did this. Stand tall, walk proud, we made it. To the gems, 22 assigned, 22 present. We did this, forever in our hearts. To the cadre and staff, thank you for being there and truly caring. And to the people that said we couldn't, look at us now. Class of 15-1, thank you for listening. I would like to introduce